You're listening to the Geriatric Mamas Podcast with Jessica Raziri
and Sonia Tapley.
Hey mamas, today we're talking about adding some coziness to everyday life. You've probably heard of Hygge, the Scandinavian concept of coziness, contentment, simple pleasures, and enjoying good times with your favorite people. And now we're going to hyper-focus on Hygge for moms. We could all do with a bit more of it in our lives. So we're going to talk about how to actually work Hygge into our everyday lives as much as possible. And if all else fails, we'll probably add in enjoying a glass of wine with your feet up to the list somewhere. Enjoy and subscribe.
Enjoy!
Mamas, I love a full and silky texture in my face creams because they feel so healing and comforting to my dry, thirsty skin. Well, the award-winning, best-selling, lightweight moisture release water cream by Honest Beauty called Hydrogel Cream refreshes and cools my skin on application and leaves a dewy finish. As I mentioned on the Hope-isode, Kathy's story, I love mixing Hydrogel Cream into my foundation for a healthy-looking glow. Infused with jojoba and squalene to help hydrate and soothe thirst, plus 2 sizes of hyaluronic acid to help soften and firm, reducing the appearance of fine lines. Honest Beauty's Hydrogel Cream will provide a beautiful glow for very dry skin. We're leaving the link below in our show notes. Drink up, mamas.
Mamas, I want to have rosé all day, have fun, and let myself live a little without feeling drunk or feeling hungover the next day. So I treat myself by adding rosé tinted glasses to my sparkling water or lemonade. If you're like me and you're looking for calm daytime energy while feeling alert, present, and uplifted because, well, you know, you're a mom now. Adaptogenic and antioxidant-rich ingredients make rosé tinted glasses from Apothecary great for those battling feelings of stress and looking to curb signs of aging with improved skin tone and moisture. Its tincture format makes it easy to drop wherever you're making it. It's perfect for busy working moms, busy stay-at-home moms who are looking for mood and energy support on the go. We're leaving the link below and in our show notes. So cheers, mamas!
I feel loopy, but I mean, hopefully it's not because I still have the plague of any kind.
You better not still have the plague because I'm sitting right next to you. I'm breathing your air.
I know you are. But the air should be clean.
Who gave you the plague?
Well,
do you know?
We're fairly sure it came from my grandmother's house, but
Come on.
So like it was Sunday night and my grandmother called me and she was like, hey, I just want to let you know that Bruce and I were sick over the weekend and we're feeling better, but we just want to let you know we still have it or whatever, and you bring it all over. And I was like, okay. I was like, I didn't understand the depths of what she was saying. I just was like, okay. And then I was like, well, how about we figure it out in the morning and see like if you guys are still feeling better.
Yeah.
Play it by ear.
Yeah.
So we played it by ear and like it was probably like 7:30 or 8 and she texted me. She's like, hey, we're doing great. Everyone's great. So I was like, okay. So I brought Annabelle over and she was fine until about 2 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. She started to get a stomach ache. So my grandmother called me to let me know she was getting a stomach. No, it was like 4 o'clock. My grandmother called me and said that she had a stomach ache that started at 2 and that she was worried that she was going to start throwing up. So I was like, oh no. And then Mike had texted me that he had thrown up at work that afternoon. And I was like, oh, well, it's just like a blip.
Right.
Like it's not.
Right.
Maybe he ate something bad or drank too much.
That's usually my first thought. I was like, oh God, what did I eat?
Right. So I was like, oh, it was like, okay. And then I realized I didn't have my keys or his keys for the car because he had come on his break and taken the Jeep so that he could give it an oil change, and he had taken his car keys too. So I had no way to go pick up Annabelle. So I was like, Mike, can you please just go get Annabelle because she's sick? Like, and then by the time he had gotten there, she had thrown up twice. So she got home. She was sick all night. She finally stopped at probably like 1. She fell asleep really early and I thought she was done, but she was throwing up like through the night and Mike and I were just holding her up. And then she woke up the next morning and she was like, woohoo, I feel great. And like she was better. Everything was fine. And so I spent the day on Wednesday. I kept her home because I didn't want to bring her to Mike's parents' house and have her get anyone there sick just in case.
Right.
So I spent the day sanitizing this apartment and saging, and then using this incense that I got for cleansing. So it was basically like cleaning the air, cleaning the surfaces. I redid all the bedding because she had been downstairs, upstairs, everything. So didn't even focus on cleaning clothes. I just focused on all the bedding. Then I go to bed Wednesday night and I wake up at 12:19 exactly with the worst case of nausea. I just knew.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like it hit me like a brick wall.
Ugh. Yeah, it sounds like you guys had it's like norovirus or is it norovirus?
I hope it was
It's
norovirus.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of sounds like you had it. I got it. First, looking about this sweater makes me look like I'm 5,000 pounds.
Well,
It's like so
definitely
big.
oversized.
I know, but it's just like the way that I'm sitting. It's like I'm taking up your whole couch.
Here, move this way and sit up straight. There you go. There she is.
So fun. Yeah, no, I got the norovirus when I first moved to Texas. It was awful. And it was like we were drinking and then all of a sudden I had only had one beer. So it wasn't that I was drunk. I literally had one beer and then all of a sudden I remember this. It was like clockwork. It was like 11 o'clock at night. And all of a sudden I was like, I don't feel good. I think I'm going to throw up. And like I've rallied before. So I'm just like, whatever, it's fine. Well, I threw up. And then it was like every 20 minutes all night.
It was
long. I literally slept in the bathroom on the floor.
Yeah.
I was weak.
Yeah.
I had nothing else in me.
Yes.
It hurt. I was dry heaving. It was awful.
Yeah.
The next day I had like broken blood blisters all over my face. It was disgusting. I felt so weak and like lethargic and like I had like all of my body, every muscle in my body hurt. Like I was just aching. And then it was like the very next day, like the same thing happened to the people around me. It was like clockwork.
Yeah.
It was like 10:30 at night. They were like, oh, I think I'm going to be sick. And I was like, oh my God, that's how it starts. Because it literally was like, and then again, it was like every 20 minutes.
Yes.
Like,
and during that 20-minute cycle, you go from feeling amazing because you just cleaned yourself
you're like,
out.
and that's what happened. Because the first time I threw up, I was like, okay, no, I feel great. That's it. That's all I had.
All
and then all of a sudden I was like, nope, got to throw up again.
Yeah. It would go from feeling amazing to, okay, now I don't feel so good. So I'm like sitting down on the bathroom floor again. And all of a sudden I would get freezing cold. And then right before I'd start throwing up again, I would get like this heat wave. And I would just like, no, oh, well, here it
comes again.
And there's the brick wall and I can't breathe without throwing up.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like you have the norovirus. It's not fun. It's not cute. It's awful. And then it goes away. It comes so fast and then it goes away just as fast.
Like, and it was so violent.
So we have some cute new little mics that we're testing out today because I literally can't go another week with one of us sounding like we're talking in a cave. So it's really weird not having like the whole like contraption of a mic in front of us.
Yeah. It's kind of nice.
It is nice. So I hope this works.
Whenever we talk with our hands, one of us hits the mic.
Always.
And I just hit this mic because I was like talking with my hands, but hopefully it won't be as bad.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They're cute little mics. They're a lot smaller than I thought they would be. For some reason, I thought they're a little bit bigger, but I think it's okay that they're small.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
We shall see.
Watch next week. We're complaining again.
Yeah, next week I'm like, so yeah, we have the pink mic back. So that didn't work.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Sonia recommended this sweater to me. We'll have to like do a link in our
cozy?
bio.
Is it
It's
comfy?
so cozy. Yeah, it's like super cute, oversized. It literally looks like all the other sweaters in my wardrobe, which is why I love it so much.
It's kind of like a blanket.
It is. That's why I liked it.
I mean, I'm living vicariously through you right now because I can't wear stuff like that. I have to just wear a blanket and then take it off.
I mean, this would go to your ankles.
It would.
There's that.
But speaking of cozy and blankets and such.
Oh, yes. What a great segue. Every week it's like one of the most interesting segues. It's like speaking about something we weren't speaking about at all.
Today we're talking about adding some coziness to everyday life. You've probably heard of Hygge. Wait, how do you say it?
Hygge? Hygge.
Wait, I think we should play the pronunciation from Google.
Okay. What does Google say? How does Google say
says,
it? Hyoo-guh.
Hyoo-guh. How did we say it wrong? We just
Hygge? We just listened to that.
Hyoo-guh.
Hyoo-guh.
Okay.
Like Hugh Hefner.
Yep.
Gah.
Okay.
Hyoo-guh.
our friend Amanda is living through us vicariously as well.
Hyoo-guh.
Hyoo-guh.
Play it one more time.
Here she is.
Hyoo-guh.
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 So Hyoo-guh is the Scandinavian concept of coziness, contentment, simple pleasures, and enjoying good times with your favorite people. And now we're going to hyper-focus on Hyoo-guh for moms. Why do I feel like we're going to still mess that up?
We're definitely going to mess it up. It's fine. Just know that if we say anything close to Hygge, Hyoo-guh, Hyoo-guh, what we're trying to say,
Yeah.
Google already told you how to say it. Just let us live our life.
What we mean is the Scandinavian thing.
Yeah. Hyoo-guh.
Yeah. So we could all do with a bit more of it in our lives. And we're going to talk about how to actually work Hyoo-guh into our everyday lives as much as possible. And if all else fails, we'll probably add enjoying a glass of wine with your feet up to the list somewhere. So the concept of Hyoo-guh originated in Old Norwegian and was first written down in Danish in the late 18th century. The word Hyoo-guh means well-being. I have to say, I personally always admired Hyoo-guh from Pinterest. Like, I've wanted to do it. I've always kind of been like, ooh, and I mean, I have blankets out the yin-yang in this apartment. I mean, they're everywhere. Pillows, I have many of them. Like, I try to make a cozy space as much as possible, but it's really about the mindset of making the small, everyday things more fun and festive. And I think that's something that you really do well, so I think you're going to thrive.
I've never heard of this word in my entire life until you brought this to my attention.
Yeah.
So Hyoo-guh is about the enjoyment of anticipating the things you love. So like planning early for holidays, vacations, celebrations, and events you're going to. It's fun to live in positive anticipation, planning for the holidays, vacations, picking out cute outfits. It's about embracing seasonal traditions, such as planting things in the spring, pumpkin picking and blackberry picking in the autumn, and decorating for the holidays. It's stuff that we've been talking a lot about over the past couple of months. It's truly a lifestyle of living in the moment, bringing coziness into your home, into your outdoor activities, and into going out with your friends and family.
Yeah, I feel like this is something you're truly just naturally good at, and I'm striving for.
I feel like you're good at it too. You just like
in some ways, I definitely have
have
some
to be more
ways.
mindful of it. But
Yeah.
you are good at it.
Yeah, you did the whole Grinch party outside.
Yeah,
So
it was
check.
so fun.
Check. Watching movies outside in the winter with fire and blankets is 100% Hyoo-guh.
Look at me. I'm just a natural Hyoo-guh.
Yeah. You made a new term. And then you use the projector and your winter candles for the start of our Virgin River Marathon.
Yeah, check.
Yep.
It's all about the environment, the vibe.
Yes,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I seriously love those candles. I use them all the time. We'll include a link in our show notes, but I'm all about flameless candles. It's my thing. I'll use them year round. Candles are just such a beautiful way to set a cozy vibe. I love candles. I will spend a lot of money on a good candle, I will say.
Yeah.
Like I will spend, not like all of them, like I'll have like some cheap ones, but like I'll spend like $60 on like a good scent because I don't light it all the time. Like I will light it for like an hour, let it smell up the whole space, and then I blow it out. And I have candles that have lasted me like 2 or 3 years because that's what I do. So I will definitely invest in a good candle, whether it's fragrance or non-fragrance. It just sets it sets the mood. It's good lighting. It's flickering. You hear the crackling, especially if it's woodwick. I just love it. Another fun thing that we're loving this month is the incense that we got from the Emporium in Portsmouth. Incense is so fun because it makes your house smell amazing, and there are intentions behind each fragrance. Speaking, I need to get more.
Yeah, I do too.
Just used all of mine.
So when I was at the Emporium with Jess, I got patchouli for love and prosperity, and you got, can't remember which one you got.
I got the same ones that you got, and then basically all the ones that was like manifest money. I was just like, yep, we're just gonna get more of these. So
I definitely want to go back too, because I love that they have like the intentions written under each of them. We have a place like right down the road that has really good ones, but I have to like look up the intentions for them, which is fine. So since we found out that incense has intentions with the fragrances because they're made with essential oils, I started looking up fragrances for hormone balancing and found 3 that I really want to try. So incense, as I just mentioned, are made with essential oils, and when you breathe in the oils, some can have healing benefits and others can balance hormones. So I want to quickly go through the essential oils that I found for hormones. I thought this was super interesting. I'm like, I love the intentions of the ones that I have, like the love and prosperity. And then I have a sandalwood vanilla, which sandalwood is really for grounding yourself. So you can like ground yourself in certain intentions while you're burning it and like wave the smoke around it to yourself and like all that. You could do all that.
I'm so grounded right now.
So grounded. And sandalwood, which by the way, this one that I have is like a sandalwood vanilla. I'll link it. It smells
I love the smell
amazing.
of sandalwood.
Yes. Did you know, as I was reading about essential oils, I read that sandalwood is actually an aphrodisiac, but it's also something that like a lot of men have in like their colognes. So
Interesting.
yeah, sandalwood is in a lot of men's colognes, and also like men who know that it's an aphrodisiac. Some of them, I guess, will just like buy it and rub it on their wrists.
The witchery.
Right? Men are out there practicing witchcraft.
They
too.
are.
That is so funny. So the three oils that help to balance hormones, the first one is clary sage oil. Now this one is a huge one. I actually sent it to one of our friends last night. So a 2014 study published in the Journal of Phytotherapy Research found that inhalation of clary sage oil had the ability to reduce cortisol levels by 36% and improved thyroid hormone levels, which is called TSH. The study was done on 22 postmenopausal women in their 50s, some of which were diagnosed with depression. And at the end of the trial, the researchers stated that clary sage oil had statistically significant effect on lowering cortisol and had an antidepressant effect, improving mood. This is just one of the many studies proving clary sage oil benefits hormones. The biggest benefit of clary sage is that it helps balance out estrogen production in the body. A lot of women's health issues today, like infertility, PCOS, and estrogen-based cancers, are caused from excess estrogen in the body. So because clary sage helps balance out estrogen levels, it's an incredibly effective essential oil for a wide array of hormone imbalances. So whether you're looking for natural relief from cramps or you're dealing with estrogen imbalance, clary sage is a great essential oil to consider using. You can also find it in blends that promote hormone balance and calm. The next oil is called thyme oil. Thyme oil benefits the body by improving progesterone production. Many women in midlife become low in progesterone as they approach menopause. Low progesterone is associated with insomnia, mood swings, weight gain, and hot flashes. It is also one of the hallmark symptoms of PCOS. Thyme oil is a great first step to help balance progesterone, or it can be used in addition to other natural alternatives like chasteberry or bioidentical. Thyme oil is a great first step to help balance progesterone, or it can be used in addition to other natural alternatives like chasteberry or bioidentical progesterone. Add oregano oil for even more potency. The next one is lavender. Lavender is one of the most well-researched essential oils. It has so many beneficial properties, including helping balance hormones, offering pain relief, particularly abdominal cramps associated with PMS and menstrual symptoms, as well as decreasing feelings of stress and depression, calming the stomach, and relieving headaches. One of the most frustrating symptoms of PMS or hormone imbalance is feeling emotional or suddenly depressed for no apparent reason. Research shows that inhalation of lavender can alleviate some of the depression and emotional symptoms of hormone imbalance. So these oils obviously are in incense. You burn them, you inhale them. There's also obviously essential oil diffusers, which I found an adorable one on Amazon that I feel as though I need. And I ordered the Santal 33 dupe. On Amazon,
did?
so I'll let you know how it goes because I want to put it in that. And then go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say the lavender one is interesting to me because my acupuncturist. So while I was pregnant, I had got really, really bad carpal tunnel. Like they don't. That's not a symptom I knew was a thing.
Right.
And it is a thing because of circulation and stuff. And so acupuncture was a saving grace. That definitely gave me some relief. And so I was getting towards the end like headaches and carpal tunnel. And my acupuncturist, one day I went in, she like was spraying the room with this lavender oil. And then as I was leaving, she like gave it to me. She's like, I made it for you. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And that's why.
Yeah.
It's because lavender stabilizes hormones and it helps with pain and especially like headaches and stuff.
Right. So
Look at that.
you can obviously spray it in the air, like you just said.
She didn't really explain why, but
Yeah.
she probably was just like, she's not going to get it. I'm just going to give this to her.
Well,
just spray this.
Little did she know, we like to deep dive into topics.
Yeah, and
like
here we
this.
are, what, like 3-4 years later? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Got it. Thank you.
And then I think a lot of people know like essential oils is something, obviously diffusers, but like you can also use them topically. Like you can mix them in with other oils like coconut oil and then just like rub it. Like sometimes you'll rub it on your abdomen or like you can just wear it or whatever. Like we're wearing our potion right now. And then Jessica and I have been frequenting this place that has like all the Hygge in the world. It's this hotel that has this like yummy restaurant downstairs, but like as soon as you walk in,
It smells so
it
good.
smells amazing. And the fragrance that they use is called Santal 33, which is Le Labo. It's a fragrance from Le Labo, and they have it in diffusers, and they have it in candles, actual body washes, perfumes, lotions. They have it in everything. And so
What are the notes in it? Like what?
I think sandalwood
I
is
feel like
a note.
sandalwood has to be in
There's
there.
there's definitely sandalwood.
Because I walk in and I want to take my
Yeah.
top off
Right.
immediately.
It's like sage and sandalwood or something.
It's like, all right, here
Yeah.
you
Right. I'm home. I'm in a spa. Actually, the spa is my
go.
bedroom.
Yeah.
It's everything to me. It is
Set a nurse
so
to
good.
take my bra off
Right.
the second I walk in. That's
Amazing.
weird.
It is like, so maybe it is sandalwood because it's an
Maybe.
aphrodisiac. There we go. So yeah, there's a company that does dupes of like the deodorant and all that stuff, and I've used it. It's really good, and it's definitely sandalwood because part of the name of it is sandalwood for the dupe. But anyway, so I got an essential oil that's supposed to smell like it.
I'm excited to try it.
Yeah. Anyway, but that's part of Hyoo-guh as well. It's just making your home smell that amazing. You just want to be there.
Yeah. That's my vibe. It's lighting. Like I cannot handle when somebody comes in and whips on the big light. Like I'm a lamp girl or
Right.
a candlelight girl.
that
Like, I
fluorescent
can't
light
handle,
is just not
it's
it.
not cute. I
No.
hate it. It
Yeah.
drives me insane.
Right.
I cannot. And so I'm all about lighting. I'm all about scents. Like I don't care what kind of house I have, but I need to have a good feng shui. Or I guess it's called Hyoo-guh.
Yeah, it's called
Some good
Hyoo-guh.
Hyoo-guh.
Hey mamas, are you someone who's 35 plus and struggled with fertility, endured a miscarriage, experienced heartbreaking fostering or adoption challenges, or were perhaps flat out told by a doctor that you will never conceive naturally, and despite the odds, eventually found your happy ending by becoming a mama?
Send us your story at geriatricmamas.com. We would love to feature your journey to motherhood on a future Geriatric Mamas episode.
So some more ways to make your home feel extra cozy are when you get home from work, change into a comfortable outfit that feels like your home. And if that's your PJs, then go for it. Have a special mug for your favorite hot drinks, especially when you need some cheering up. I love a big oversized mug.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be like 2 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
It's worse.
Me too. I love that.
Yeah. Add soft textures to your home with cozy blankets, cushions, and throws, especially wherever you like to curl up and retreat from the world. That's another one I'm really big about. I have to have like 1,000,001 pillows all over the place. People usually complain when they come in my house, are like, there's no place to sit. I'm just like, I don't care. You
Just fall into the pillows.
fall into the pillows.
Yeah.
I don't care. Figure it out. It's not my problem.
I mean, I had no problem with that when I visited you in Texas. I fell asleep on the couch every night.
I know. I make it super cozy. I can't. Clear the clutter and love your space more. Filling your home with things you love is definitely Hyoo-guh. I almost just said Hygge. Did I just say it wrong? Hyoo-guh. It's Hyoo-guh. See, I knew you were going to say it wrong.
Hyoo-guh.
There we go.
Hyoo-guh. Hyoo-guh.
I'm sorry. We will never forget again.
Sorry. Got it. Thanks, Google. All right. Got it. Wading through messy clutter every day is definitely not it. Take the time one weekend to devote to clearing a room or two. I'm currently doing this right now at my parents' house. I'm just like,
They don't know what hit them.
they don't know I hit them. Both of them are, my mom and dad are stressing out. I'm like, trust the process. Just trust me on this. You're going to love me. And if you don't, I feel better. That's all that matters.
I guess I'll just leave.
I guess I'll just, my time is done here.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Good luck finding that spatula.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I cannot with clutter. My big thing is I can't handle anything on a kitchen counter. Like the kitchen just needs to be clear. Like, I don't want things to just be places. Like, it drives me insane. Find a corner of your home where you can keep a jigsaw puzzle set up for people to work on, or a board game like chess or checkers set up for people to play on a whim. If you don't have the space to set up a permanent table, then get a jigsaw puzzle board so that you can store it until you're ready to work on it again. It's so interesting because like I've seen like Joanna Gaines do this. I've seen her like photos, like they just constantly have a table going. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law were all about like putting puzzles together. They always would have like a puzzle. I've seen people do this and I never really understood. That's interesting.
Yeah, no, my grandmother has a puzzle table and she usually has it in front of the fireplace where her big like fluffy chair is. But when Annabelle's there, it's like right where Annabelle would
Is it because she does this, or this just like a thing that she always does? No, this is a thing
she's always done. I did it when she did it for me when I was little, but I think she just always does it because it's something that she can do when she's just bored. And also, a lot of times when we would go over, there would be like a deck of cards on the table, and we were always playing cards.
Interesting. Yeah, my meme always had cards, or she'd have like little like games, like handheld little things out. But yeah, that is very homey. Very Hygge.
Very.
Did I say it wrong again?
You said it right.
I said it right.
I had to think about it.
You did have to think about it. Hygge. Another one, let the sunshine in. Open those blinds, crack the windows, and fill your space with light and air. This is super important for the quality of the air in your home, and also really helps if you live somewhere with long winters. So that's one thing that I despise about Texas is like how hot it is, because this is my jam. I'm so used to like mean girl at heart, opening my windows. Even in the winter, I will have windows cracked because I just love the crisp air and that freshness, especially after you just like clean your house. I love just opening all the windows and just getting that air in. And you can't do that in Texas because you're suffocating on the heat.
Yeah. I know, it sucks, especially because, like, it helps to really ventilate the house and clean it out. Well, I mean, I guess now we know about stage, so it's fine, but you still need to get that, like, air going. So I guess, like, fans are good because you can push the hot air back out.
Yeah.
But Mike is about to, like, kill me because every morning I open the windows and I like have the fan going upstairs to try to like air out the house, especially this week where we've been sick.
Yeah.
So I've really been like trying to sanitize that air. And like this morning when we woke up, it was actually really warm here. It was 48 degrees and the sun like blares in through our house. So it was like wicked hot. So I once again, for the third morning in a row, I open the upstairs bathroom window and I hear, who opened the bathroom window? And I'm like, oh God. I'm like, it's like 48 degrees outside.
You're like, it's basically summer. What?
I'm like, honey, and he didn't say anything because I think he realized that it was actually really pretty hot outside.
You're like, deal with it.
Yeah. All right, so the next one is sit around a fire pit or a campfire and make s'mores with the little ones. This is really fun. Love doing it.
Yeah, we need to do it again.
And like if you can't, there's always YouTube. YouTube has like fireplaces. In fact, I had a
I was like, what is it? You're gonna burn YouTube? I don't understand.
No, like last night I was looking for like a crackling fire sound while I was trying to fall asleep.
Oh, that's nice.
And I put it on YouTube because they have like cozy bedrooms with fireplaces, and then they have like the outdoor snow fireplace. They have all these things, so I put it on the outdoor snow fireplace.
Oh, I bet that was nice. Going back to the candles, I love woodwick candles for that reason.
Because the crackle.
Sound.
My aunt told me about that.
Yeah.
I need to get into that. I would love that. But I can't fall asleep with it on, so I got to be careful with that.
Yeah, that's true. Probably shouldn't. People frown upon that.
Yeah. Bring the outside in by collecting seasonal greenery or driftwood to decorate with the kids at home. This is something that Annabelle does not give me a choice on. My house is covered in pine cones and rocks. But one thing we did do was take pieces of our Christmas tree and made like a little door hanging.
I know, it's adorable. I'm surprised it's still like super green and like thriving.
Right?
Yeah.
I think we're going to leave that up until it's brown.
And then you could just spray paint it.
This next one I really love. It's plan a weekend away somewhere you've always wanted to go. But for kids, it can just be as simple as going to a local hotel with a pool. Even better if there's a hot tub for mom. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be a place you've always wanted to go. Like, it can be something really simple. Like there's so many places, like if you have mountains near you or like a lake, you could do like an Airbnb weekend. Something like that would be really fun too. Do a little home swap for a weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know. But when we had a power outage last April, when everyone was, and it like snowed and it was icy, and the last thing we wanted was more snow and more ice, we had a power outage, and so we ended up going to a hotel.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but it was like Annabelle's best weekend of her life
Yeah.
because she got to be in the pool all weekend, and she still talks about it like it was
See?
a holiday.
And that's also a good reminder too that like to kids, like small moments to us are big moments for them. Like
Right.
it doesn't take a lot for them to like think it's the greatest time of
No.
their life.
Exactly.
It's like they haven't been on this world for a very long time. So
Yeah.
it probably is the best moment of their life.
Oh, for sure. Swimming in that pool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Make your own outside space more Hygge by adding comfortable seating, solar lighting, blankets, and cushions. Voila, an extra room in your home. So you have kind of done this with your parents' front porch, and it looks really pretty. So I was watching this, I don't know, it was like this reel, and it was like the week before we got sick, but it was this mom who was talking about how her daughter hates it when she makes her go outside in the wintertime when she has a cold, but it helps to like flush out and like clean out your lungs. It's like, I don't know, it's just like healthy to get outside in the cold weather when you're sick.
Yeah.
It can be antibacterial or whatever. And so I tried doing that with Annabelle the other day. It was wicked funny because we have our like patio set is still set up out back, and it's like cushy, and she wanted to color, and it wasn't that cold. So I'm like, how about we just bring your coloring stuff outside? And that's when I decided I was going to have my chili and bring my chili outside.
Now I want chili.
I know. So I was like, I'll bring my chili out there, and we'll have like a little cozy like few minutes coloring with chili. And like as soon as we got out there, she was like, Mommy, it's cold. Can we do this inside? Yes, but I'm
She's like, just kidding.
right. But I'm really hoping that eventually she'll kind of like see the joy
Yeah.
in it.
It's gonna take a few years.
Maybe when there's snow.
Oh,
like
well, that
actual
makes snow makes everything magical.
Right.
I bet snow will do it.
Maine missed the memo on Hyoo-guh this year.
Well, did you hear that snow is coming?
Tonight?
Is it tonight or
I think
tomorrow?
it's tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah, we're supposed to get snow tonight.
So look at that.
Fabulous.
Perfect. Okay, so here's some more Hyoo-guh coming in hot. Spoken from a Hyoo-guh expert. Catch up with people you haven't seen for a while over brunch or at a play place where the kids are safe to roam and play. Or Zoom if your friends live far away. We did that.
Yeah,
that
we
was
did.
so fun.
Mhm.
We needed to do that more. We did it like 1 or 2 times.
We did
and
it
was
during
like the best
COVID.
time.
And I remember one time we were
Yeah.
all like having dinner and like
I know we were
talking.
eating Chinese and you were like, I need Chinese
Yeah,
now.
so then we ordered
Mike,
Chinese.
let's get Chinese.
And then we had cocktails and we ended up playing an online game.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Join a restaurant club with friends and explore new places to dine in your city. Most of these won't be kid-friendly, so this is just a good one for adult nights, which we all need a free adult night.
Yeah, so Brittany actually started one in New Hampshire. So if any listeners are from New Hampshire, I'll try to leave the link in the show notes. But if not, I'll just put her Instagram handle and you can find her there.
How fun.
Yeah.
Make your workspace a more pleasant place to sit. Declutter and clean, add a plant and some photos of your kids and or places that you love. Every Sunday, I have to like make sure my desk area is clean and ready to go for Monday, because if I wake up Monday morning and it's just this like bomb went off, like that just sets the tone for the day, and I just can't.
Yeah.
If you're working from home, close the workday with a little Hyoo-guh ritual, like lighting a candle and turning on some music as you put away your laptop and clear your workspace. That's interesting because I actually have candles going while I'm working.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
Like
just,
if I was sitting at a desk.
yeah, I always have candles going.
Mhm.
There's really no ritual that's happening. It's just I'm already.
You would just be
always
blowing
in the
out the
zen.
candles.
Yeah, I'd be blowing out the candle. Take your vacation time. Have a few restorative Hyoo-guh days at home if you can't travel. This is a good one. And this is also a good reminder too, especially if you work for a company like mine that has unlimited PTO. Like I don't really think about it. And also if you're working from home, I don't really, like if I'm sick, I almost feel guilty taking a sick day when I'm sick and I'm working from home. It's like, well, I'm home anyway. So like, what does it matter if I check this email or I do whatever? But sometimes it's like, you don't have to be sick. Sometimes it's like, just have a mental health day where you're like literally just like doing face masks or browsing through the mall or
Right.
just like scrolling on Instagram or watching movies in your PJs with coffee, like whatever it is to just kind of like clear your mind and unwind and have like a good little reset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Getting to the end of the Hyoo-guh tip.
Hygge.
Hyoo-guh.
Oh my God, you said Hygge. It's because I've been saying Hygge.
Oh no. Okay.
Hygge.
There we go.
Okay.
Another one is have a favorite work mug and a regular afternoon cup of tea routine. It would give you a welcome break during that afternoon slump time of day. Usually I need coffee though because I get like this wave of sleep at like 3 where it's just like my eyes just want to shut.
Yeah, that's what happens to me too.
Yeah.
Coffee doesn't do that for me though. Coffee like relaxes
Not at 3.
me.
Yeah, at 3 p.m.
Never.
Coffee does nothing.
Caffeine, like I think it even said it in my 23andMe that I have a high tolerance for caffeine. So it takes a lot.
Yeah.
That's why I have to drink like one of those like Celsius drinks or like something to get like that will actually like jumpstart.
During my in-store days when I was like at a mall, what actually really helped, I think, was more the long walk down to Starbucks and back. Because by the time I got to Starbucks, I had walked a ways.
Yeah.
And so I already
Getting
felt
up and moving.
like my blood flowing, and it was like something that I needed. So I would usually make sure I did that every single day. Take that little walk.
You know what I'm excited about is I ordered this thing. Did I tell you? I ordered this like, it's a little portable like Pilates reformer. It's all over Instagram and I got sucked into the rabbit hole. I was like, oh, right, let's give it a try. Because literally like I sit all day. I don't ever go anywhere. I keep talking about going to the gym. It hasn't happened yet. It's been how many months? Like I'm just friggin' sloth just sitting at my computer all day. And so like Angela was saying, setting reminders. So what I'm going to do is when it comes in, it should be here Tuesday or Wednesday, is just like moving is going to help energize. So I'm going to set, even if it's just going to start off being 15 minutes a day and setting a reminder and probably do it in the afternoon when I get that little slump.
Yeah.
And I'm like slower in the day anyway, just to kind of step away from my computer.
And you need to text me like we said.
Do it.
Text me like we said, and then I'll start moving. I'll do like some jumping jacks.
So you move around while I'm doing it. Like, and go, bitch.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's go time.
I'll send you like a video of my feet.
Yes.
Because I probably won't have my hair and makeup done. And I won't want anyone to see my face.
You'll just show like the feet moving. See, it's happening. I'm like, we got it. We got it. Get it. So we'll see. Yeah. But I'm excited about it.
No, that definitely was inspirational. So go ahead and check out our last episode with Angela for like a New Year's life reset / pregnancy and postpartum health episode. It was really good.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is leave a surprise treat on your work bestie's desk. I think this is cute.
And we're back.
So you missed some juicy gossip.
Yeah, about these mics. So apparently they need to be charged. So that's a good lesson. Did I say I'm not an audio technician?
But she is, because she has to be. She has no fucking choice.
I have no fucking choice. It's called a startup, people. It's a startup. All hands on deck. I wear multiple hats.
And thank God she's willing to jump on it, because I would have to be the one if it wasn't her. And I don't know where we would be right now. We might be in the dumpster. All of us with the computers and the microphones to boot. But anyways, moving on.
So good. Moving on.
We'll decorate that dumpster nice and Hyoo-guh.
I will bedazzle the shit out of any dumpster I see. With or without the fire.
The next one is leave a surprise treat on your work bestie's desk.
What would you leave on my desk if we had a desk?
I would go and I would buy one of those emoji poops and put it
on. I was thinking of Snickers. Okay, I see. You would give me a poop and I would give you a Snickers.
You know what I would do?
Yeah.
I would, before Snickers, but now I know. I would probably get you a coffee.
Okay, that's nice. I'll take it.
Yeah. Or something that you really enjoy. I would think about it. I would have more time to think than just right now.
Yeah,
but probably a coffee would be my first go. Because you got to have in the Scandinavian culture, it's like a coffee and a cake. But for you, it would be like a coffee and a Snickers.
Yeah, Snickers. I'll take Snickers. I'm also like really hungry right now too. So,
ooh, that sounds like a good dinner.
Just if we get a Snickers. Yeah.
Some munch on that on the way home.
Those commercials, like, oh,
Yeah.
sure, have Snickers.
What would you get for me?
What would I get for you? Definitely a coffee or a Diet Coke,
Mm-hmm.
and or like soda water, because I know what kind of soda water you like.
Mm-hmm.
And probably a bag of those Oot salt and vinegar chips.
Those were delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Very good choice.
Oh my God, it's like we're besties or something.
Yeah. It wouldn't actually bring you a poop.
Thanks for clearing the air on that. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So the next one is get outside at lunchtime to give yourself a boost with fresh air and natural light. Get some steps in, maybe do some window shopping, anything nice to get away from your desk. So you know what we used to do when I worked in downtown Boston? We would walk like around the corner to Chinatown to this, like, in the wintertime, it was so good because they had this like hot pot place. And have you ever had hot pot before?
No.
So it's like it's like a soup, and they bring out like this, basically like a stove, and you like everyone has their own little stove with like a pot of boiling broth, and then you get to order whatever you want to cook in it. So you're basically eating like this really yummy broth, and like you have chopsticks and you like dip stuff in it.
Is it kind of like the melting pot situation? Like it's like
it's not
fondue?
It's not fondue. It's
Okay.
like actual soup. But
oh, interesting.
so they'll bring out like dumplings, and like if you want meat, they'll bring out meat. There's lots of veggies, like there's broccoli and bok choy, and like lots of spices, like chili pepper spices, ginger. Oh my God.
Sounds delicious.
It is so good. And we used to do it as much as we could when all of us were
really
together.
good.
But anyways, just getting out and enjoying some fresh air when you're on your lunch break. So all of these are examples of Hygge, basically just enjoying the little things.
Hygge.
Hygge.
Yep.
Got it.
There we go. On that note,
why did you say that?
because it's so Hygge.
Every time. It is Hygge. Is it Hygge? On that note?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with it.
It's comfortable.
Is it comfortable?
It's as comfortable as a fuzzy blanket on a cold winter day.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. Be sure to tune in next week. Hopefully, next week is the week that we will have our audio in tip-top shape.
Everything will be
Clearly.
together AF.
Clearly, it's not this week, but next week, you better watch out.
Yeah.
You better watch out. Your support is keeping the podcast going. You can help by following, subscribing, rating, reviewing, and especially by telling a friend to listen anywhere or watch on YouTube.
For more info, you can check out our website at geriatricmamas.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok at geriatric_mamas, on YouTube at Geriatric Mamas, Twitter at Geriatric Mamas, and follow our group page on Facebook, Geriatric Mamas. And I just forgot, TikTok is basically eliminated, so
I know, TikTok is gone.
I guess
All the influencers are like, so what do I do with my
So
life?
I guess we can just delete that.
Well,
now.
let's just wait. Let's just marinate on it a little bit because, I mean, do you really think it's going to be gone forever?
No, tomorrow's Monday.
Yeah, it's going to be
not
back. It's a work
tomorrow.
day for all these influencers. They make a lot of money.
I think it'll be back up tomorrow morning.
Me too. I feel like it's already back.
Yeah.
It's probably already back. If you have a topic idea you'd like us to discuss, are interested in being a guest, or simply have a funny geriatric story to tell, you can go to geriatricmamas.com and hit be a guest or send us your story.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey mamas, today we're talking about adding some coziness to everyday life. You've probably heard of Hyoo-guh. What the fuck? We just had a whole episode on it.
Hygge.
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 How can we forget that?
Hygge.
Hygge. Hygge.
Got it?
Got it.
Get it? Got it? Good.
Good.
Okay.
Hygge.
Hygge. Got it. Noted. Thank you.
Hygge.